Hello, legendary leaders, and welcome back to another enlightening episode of Legendary Leadership Bites. I'm your host, Fatah Khan, a mid career transformation coach, TEDx speaker, and an author. Today, I'm going to talk about emotions because emotions actually drive actions, right? And as a leader, how do you manage your emotions actually defines your leadership and actually decides whether, as a leader, you would be successful or you would fail as a leader. Because as a leader, how you actually manage your emotions is one of the crucial things in leadership, and how people are actually going to behave with you depends on how you behave with them and how do you actually show your emotions and how do you actually are able to manage your emotions. So today's topic is how to manage your emotions as a leader. Now, we all know that we human beings have emotions, whether you are heart driven person or whether you are logic driven person, right? Everyone would have emotions, right? And that's why we are human beings. Otherwise, we would have been robots, right? But the other thing we need to understand is, of course, we have emotions, but the opposite person also has emotions. The people whom we are dealing with as leaders also have emotions. And as it is said, right, when people actually feel bad, when they are not actually acknowledged or appreciated, or they actually feel emotionally disturbed or emotionally they feel not connected, then they actually quit the organizations. And basically, most of the times, they quit the leaders. So it becomes very crucial for you to manage your emotions in a way where people are able to like accept you, people are able to work with you, and people are able to succeed with you, and you as a leader also are able to succeed and become successful in the organization. So how do you manage your emotions? Here are some key strategies I'm going to share. Right? Specifically, if I have to say, I'm going to share with you seven important strategies, right? The seven strategies that can help you to become emotionally intelligent leader and be able to manage your emotions as a leader. Let's deep dive into it. Number one, self-awareness. Now, as a leader, even before you manage other team members, you need to manage yourself. Even before you manage other people's emotions, you need to be able to manage your emotions. So for that, you need to become self-aware, right? When you have to become self-aware, you have to become self-aware of what are the emotions that actually makes me feel good, what are the emotions that make me feel bad, what are the emotions that make me feel happy, what are the emotions that make me feel sad, what are the emotions that make me feel angry, right? When you are aware about your emotions, when you are aware about yourself, only then you can manage the emotions of yourself, and then you can manage your team members. So for that, the first step is self awareness. So start becoming aware of yourself, and one of the tips that I can give you for self awareness is start making a note of your emotions, right? Every single day when you're going to the bed, make a note of your emotions. What kind of emotions did you have today throughout the day? Was it like most of the times, were it sad? Were it like angry? What kind of emotions did you have? And what kind of emotions helped you and what kind of emotions did not help you? And also make a note of what are the emotions that actually, like, when are you are at the highest in terms of energy and positivity and happiness, and when you go lowest, like what are the triggers that actually make you feel low or high. So becoming self-aware is the first step in managing your emotions. The second step is pause and reflect. Now, many a times what happens is, especially as leaders, we are so busy, so occupied in our role, because we have to manage stakeholders, we have to manage people, we have to manage team members, we have to manage our bosses, we have to manage projects, we have to manage programs, we have to manage finances, we have to manage everything, right? A lot of things are dependent on us, and in that race of managing multiple things, we get so occupied that we don't take out time to pause and reflect. And recently, one of the things where I realized when I was talking to some of the mentees or the leaders is a lot of people are not able to pause and reflect because most of the people do not give themselves time. Right? There is something called as me time, where people do not give time for themselves so that they can reflect on themselves. Okay, hey, what is good about me? What is actually something that I can improve? What kind of emotions do I go through? Right? So all these things, you need to have some me time to reflect. So pause and reflect is very important, because when you pause and reflect a lot of times, like think of it, there might be times in your life when you actually did something in anger, and when you actually got angry on your team members, when you got angry maybe at your boss, right? When you got angry at some stakeholders, and after some time, when you actually had some time when you are actually reflecting, you realize, oh my God, I did such a big mistake. I shouldn't have acted like that in front of my boss or my team members. So that actually helped you to realize that what you did was not the right step. Or maybe at times it made you realize, hey, what I did was the right step. Right? But then for that, you need to pause and reflect. So take out time to actually pause and reflect in terms of emotions that were helping you and emotions that have not been helping you in your journey, be it in life or be it in personal life or in professional life. Because when you are able to manage your emotions, believe me, you will not only become a leader in your professional life, but you can also become a leader and be happy in your personal life. So that's number two, which is pause and reflect. Now, number three is practice mindfulness. What do you mean by mindfulness? Right? Incorporating some mindfulness activities in terms of like in your daily routine, which can help you to manage your stress, which can help you to regulate your emotions, right? What kind of things that you can do to actually manage your or practice mindfulness? Deep breathing. Right? When you deep breathe, right? Think of it at times when you are actually feeling a lot of stress or angry and all. Take a moment and deep breathe. Do you feel relaxed? Yes. When you breathe deep, you're actually letting go some of the emotions and you feel relaxed. Right? You feel calm, you feel composed. So deep breathing is something that you can do, and you can practice some breathing exercises, especially in the morning or times when you actually feel the trigger or emotions which are high, which are not actually positive for you. You can actually practice deep breathing during that time, or even during the morning and the night before you go to the sleep. So that's deep breathing. And also some of the techniques that you can apply is meditation. Meditation is something which is magical. If you are able to bring meditation in your life, if you start your day with meditation, even 5 to 10 minutes, if you're able to meditate, right? Because most of the times when we are running in the race, we don't realize what we are missing out. We don't realize the way we are acting or behaving is not actually ourselves. We are actually trying to become someone else many a times. We might not be the personality that we are trying to show out, or we are actually doing in terms of like with our actions, but we are a different personality. So you might be a different personality. You might be a personality who's calm, composed, cool, but you might be exhibiting anger many a times, and you know that's not you. So how do you control these emotions? By meditating, right? At least 5 to 10 minutes in a day you spend time for meditation, right? Morning times are really good for meditation, but then if you're not able to do, or if you're missing at times, you can still do in the late nights as well. Before you go to bed, you can do your meditation. And of course, there is one more technique, powerful technique, that I want to share with you for practicing mindfulness, which is visualization. Visualize yourself in a place where you are happy, fulfilled, right? When you are able to add value in people's life, when you actually do the visualization exercises, it will help you to become mindful. And when you practice mindfulness, it will help you to become a great emotionally intelligent leader. That's number three. Number four is a very powerful one. What is number four? Seek support. Now, many a times as a leader, we start thinking that, hey, I'm the one man army. I need to lead everything. I need to do everything. Right? But believe me, when you are alone, there are certain things that are going inside you where you as a human being want to actually speak to others, right? You need to have at least one person in your life where you can actually go ahead and talk out, when you can actually remove your emotions, whether it is anger or any negative emotion. When you actually, like, you might have seen this, right? When you actually go through some tough times, and when you're able to speak it out in front of your loved ones, don't you feel lighter? Don't you feel more like calm, happier? So this is what you need to do. Seek support. Seek support from the right people, of course. right? Seek support from your loved ones, from your maybe family members, from your friends, right? Whoever is your person to go, right? You can seek support from them. And of course, if you have a mentor, seek support from your mentor, because a mentor knows what exactly you need to do at what stage, so that you can actually become emotionally intelligent and you can become a great leader. So that's seek support, which is number 4. Number 5, communicate effectively. As a leader, you need to be able to communicate effectively. Think of it, right? When your team is feeling low or down, if you are able to communicate effectively, your team can come up with high energy, motivated, inspired. And have you seen any scenarios or situations when the team has been down because of losing some project or because of certain financial losses or whatever? But there are some people, even when there are down times, they're able to communicate and persuade the team that the team is again high on energy. Right? So when you are able to communicate effectively, you can actually make your team feel positive, may feel more engaged, feel more included, and your team can actually go ahead and win in any situation. So for you as a leader, you need to be able to communicate effectively. Because please remember this, it's not about what you say, right? It is just about how much percent what you say. It's just about 5 to 10% of what you say. But more than 80% is how you say. So how you say is important. So that's why you need to be a great communicator if you want to become a great leader. So that's number 5. What is number 6? Number 6 is set boundaries. Now, if you want to manage your emotions as a leader, set clear boundaries, because many a time we don't establish clear boundaries, be it with our bosses, be it with our team members, because sometimes we say we are available all the time. But when it is end of the day, your energy is down, you're not feeling good, you're not got great energy, and then you give them like time for every time. And when they call up late night, you actually get angry because you have not set the clear expectations. People are not able to understand when they should call you, when they should not call you. Right? Early morning, it might be your me time, it might be your family time. And then you have not set the clear boundaries with your team members and they are disturbing you. You get annoyed. Early morning, your day is starting with some team members calls, which is about project, program, and all of that. But you don't want to start that way. You want to start with meditation. You want to start with gratitude. You want to start with prayers. You want to start it with your family, right? You want to start it exercising. So, but then for that, you need to set clear boundaries so that your team members know what is the time that they can reach out to you and what is the time that is for you or for your family, right? When you are able to set these clear boundaries, you can actually manage your emotions very well. And the last one and the seventh one is lead by example. Now, as a leader, think of it. If you are actually getting angry on team members, right? At times when there are projects that have been lost or there are financial losses and all, how would the team see you? Would they see you as a leader who is going to inspire them, whom they want to follow, or they feel the leader who is jittery, who is not able to manage his or her emotion? Because when team sees you in that way, then the team will stop believing in you, the team will stop trusting you, and the team will, once they stop believing in you or trusting you or even being inspired by you, then you cannot become a great leader. So you need to lead by example, whether it is tough times, hard times, good times. You stay true to yourself, you stay true to your commitments, right? And you actually lead by example all the time. You stay true to yourself and you manage your emotions, because it cannot be like there are losses or tough times and you actually remove the anger on the team members. Because losses, financial losses, or whatever project loss or whatever, these are part of the business. This is not like something that is actually going to stop your entire business. This is part of the business. Of course, if one project goes, the other project will come. If of course, if you have gone through losses again, you will make profits, right? But you have to be somebody who will lead by example, who stay true to your words, who stay true to your people, who is able to be cool, calm, composed even during the tough times, or whether it is good times, bad times, tough times, difficult times, you still be the same cool, calm, composed, and you are handling teams in the best way because you are able to manage your emotions. And to summarize, once again, if you want to become a great leader, you should be able to manage your emotions in the best way. And there are 7 things that I shared in terms of managing your emotions. Number 1, self awareness. Number 2, pause and reflect. Number 3, practice mindfulness. Number 4, seek support. Number 5, communicate effectively. Number 6, set boundaries. And number 7, lead by example. If you are able to practice this, I'm sure you will be able to become a legendary leader whom people would love to follow, whom people get inspired, and whom people want to work with. Right? With that, thank you so much, legendary leaders, for once again being on this episode and watching me. Until our next episode, keep leading with purpose and impact. Stay inspired, stay influential. Thank you.